Hey guys, and welcome back to Sin's Gaming Channel. And today we play something different. Alan Wake 2. Usually not my kind of game, but I remember playing the first Alan some parts of it. So let's see how much it takes until I stop, hide crying, or call for my mommy. Let's see the graphics, full screen, DLS, frame channel. I have to see it. I have to check the FPS. Motion blur. Don't like. I'm gonna take it on medium for now because apparently it's very taxing. See how VSync depends if I have to see if I have a FreeSync monitor is enabled in media compatibility. I have to see if VSync is fixed to the frame rate. Can't see it on the for me. Play. Now it's 74. Is the screen is 75. So I have to see if this is the old school VSync, either the sync off the screen, back screen, or if adapting so they bad. But I let the rest on the medium. Brief ray tracing, press it off. No. Medium. Let's see. I want to keep it on medium right now and see exactly what the new game. Normal. Well knocked to the ground, use dodge to avoid follow-up attack. Plaza back on you. Play.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Well, I guess. Right now I have about 50 to 60 FPS. So, for right now it runs nice enough. Considering there's the ray tracing is on, the rape, the path tracing.
Can you hear me?
I think I'm in hospital. I hear the
Where'd he
voice.
go?
Probably not true. Yeah, it stays at 50 to 60. About, I mean, depending on where I look, it's in the low 50s, high 50s. Seems like a drop. This is the update 106, I think. I just hope it's not a game of... I was just saying, I hope it's not just a dumb game of jump scares. And literally at that moment we get one. Didn't really scare me though. 1 second. Now we are in the low food. Can I do? I have to say though, just from right now, for the FPS that it's running at, it doesn't look very good. That's not scary. That's not scary. Talking more, not jump scare. Even that it doesn't jump scare much. No, I just keep it. Yeah, there's a wolf over there or something. I don't know. Certainly doesn't look good enough for the low FPS. So I guess they know you cannot jump over a single log. You have to go, continue over here. Over there we have some evil guy. Oh my god, no! What the hell? So I just died and the game is finished or what? I think it's a bad game.
Hey,
Of course,
kiddo.
I have no idea.
How are you?
I'm
Oh,
good,
my
Mom.
time.
How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought.
Really need to
I'm
hook.
sorry
It
I've
really
been
needs to
gone
hook
so
me
much lately, Logan.
for me
Oh my
to
God,
play the
Mom,
game.
it's not your
I mean, there are
fault
games
people
that
are
really you
murdering.
start the game and you're not
What's
sure
happened?
you
Just
hit
work stuff.
on
Right.
defense,
Well, Dad and I are just watching the
defense,
latest
yeah.
episode of Night's
And then you
Frontier. Mom,
the story
it's
pulls
so
you in. So
good.
maybe
No
it'll happen, but
spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
well, let's take a look. It's in the 30 FPS. Okay. Get to the crime scene. Crime scene? Thing is, so right now it's at 30 FPS, right? 31, 32. What I can do now, but it is like, but it will maybe become more. First of all, I can probably go down from quality to balanced. Let's see all this already. This does.
I think
But
I
it
hear
gives
someone.
me 40 FPS.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Let's see if I put frame generation. Give me. Let's see what this. Desync is still. It gives me. Well, it does feel slightly small. So this is 60 FPS. Medium, everything, ray tracing, medium. And frame generation all.
Hey there, Agent Casey, right?
So-
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over
At
the
least
case.
seems play.
You're half right. Anderson?
I'll try if I put VSync off. See if they do it. See this?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry
Sorry
about
about
that, ma'am.
that, ma'am.
I'm Deputy
Deputy
Mulligan.
Mulligan.
I just figured that,
Look at you.
you know, that,
White guy is the boss.
federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Unlike you, miss.
What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we
Okay.
get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Crouch.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Access the case part inside a mine.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
And exit.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
Why wouldn't it possibly
Let's
get...
head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
And now I'm back up in the 70s. 60, mid-60 to
Stairs are out.
low 70s.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Watching on my yes screen, it looks... The one. Mirror Peak. Mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the Mirrored in. It's in. Can I pick?
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the
Yeah,
sense to
fool.
put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. The body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Okay.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Doesn't make sense. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Oh,
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
but I guess in the bottom left corner indicate really gone as a. Let me see. I think that. Thornton. Victim is Robert Ludd.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Then we have footprints. And
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
premeditated as was not.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
I think now I'm in the 90s, so I think that I make borderless. If this is direct. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people in.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Okay, let's see. If there is a... Because VSync doesn't really work with generation. Because we'll double the FPS. The FPS. Wonder if there is an up. This off. Be nice if there was an option. Limited. If I go to performance, like this. It gives me the big up generation.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that
50s.
direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety.
This gives me 60.
They were waiting for him.
When
That
you're
looks good
ready,
enough.
I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
No mystery. Cauldron shape. Yet there are many mysteries about. gloomy doorway to the underworld of a witch whose cauldron the lake was. If she was not a witch before she was killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake, then she took out his heart and left it in a box. Well, we sure have an ammo here. Got this called a
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
felt like a massacre was felt like a message was a message. The victim was one of their own. Robert Nightingale, gone missing here.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Interesting.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
That's
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens
Who
to
you
who.
take it?
You
Don't
made it
let
back.
it drag you
Yeah,
in.
about
Too
control.
late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those
All about the
big
game.
puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh?
Oh,
Just like
gonna
I
take
said.
it. Pain. Not bad. If maybe you remember that song. Let's get the body
I
down
want
to
the body
town.
taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
The bodies hit the floor.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for
bodies
another
get to
week after
town.
Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Yeah, it's all about the game. I play it, all about control and who's gonna take it. All about the pain. Ah, damn. Motorhead. Game. The song. Entrance song. They play.
Thanks. Let's get the
Take the
car.
car.
Drive to Bright Falls and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
What? What? No.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Well, let's go.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Well, I'm gonna stop here. I'll say for now I'm not. I'm intrigued at least. I mean, I am intrigued. So it's catchy for sure right now. For what I expected. We'll see. Let me know if you want me to continue. Putting on YouTube at least. Something like that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hey, the whole thing, you know. As usual. Bye.